Hey Cancer, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in to your tarot reading. This is going to be a reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. And we'll see what's coming up for you in terms of love and regarding a love connection. So please keep an open mind when looking into these messages, Cancer. I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite deck. And we'll look at the overall energy first and foremost. So this can also be to the cross watchers who are dealing with a Cancer. This reading can be for you. Let's have a look. What's the overall energy? Okay, overall energy is the Page of Wands. So you're putting yourself out there here, Cancer. You're feeling pretty good, feeling pretty confident. I feel like you might be in the early stages of getting to know someone, or you're about to. I feel like you're in this kind of energy where you want to try new things, okay? Something new, okay? You're wanting something new, a new person, new kind of connection, maybe something to change within a relationship. But I feel like the Page of Wands, you're sort of doing some exploring here. So I feel like that is the kind of energy you're in right now. You just sort of want to have fun, okay? You don't want anything too intense right now, because pages, they can be seen as immature. So I don't know if you're doing some immature things, Cancer. You know, if you're doing some, because that page is like almost like this teenage energy, right? It's like inexperience. It's something you didn't get to do maybe when you were a teenager. You sort of want to do it now in a romantic connection, you know, whatever it is. But I feel like you're in a good kind of energy where you don't want anything to weigh you down right now. And you're sort of avoiding anything that's too intense or too serious. You're probably not ready for that. So I feel like you're just going with the flow. The Page of Wands goes with the flow. He is known to be a bit of a flirt here. So I feel like you might be in a new flirting stage with someone. It could be a fire sign, or there's an attraction that may be growing. But I feel like the Page of Wands is curious to see what's on the horizon. So for some of you, for example, you're in a connection and you're like, I wonder what it would be like to date, you know, that person from work. Or I wonder what my ex is up to. You know, you're exploring the horizons and you're very non-committal right now. So the energy you're projecting to the people around you is that you just want to have fun. I feel like you're searching for freedom right now. Okay, you have Aquarian energy around you. So again, I get this theme of just being open. Okay, being in an open relationship or an open kind of connection. So what's going on here, Cancer? Some of you have recently maybe had a breakup or a separation. And I feel like with the Star card, you're sort of healing in a way, or you're trying to heal from a situation, trying to heal from a person maybe. So I feel like you're projecting a lot of confidence, but internally there's some more things going on a more subconscious level here, Cancer. Okay, you can see that with the Star. So you're trying to heal or mend from a situation. I feel like the stage that you're in, though, it's destined. You are where you need to be right now. I feel like someone, you know, might have been a bit of a wet blanket around you, and you might have thought they were no good for you. Or, you know, they put you down, or they disagree with what you're doing. Because I feel like that Star is like this outpour. It's almost like the emotions that are going on within you're avoiding, but they need to be poured out. And the way you're pouring it out is coming through as the Page of Wands. You feel like that's the best course of action. So you may not be dealing with some suppressed subconscious emotions here that sort of need to be addressed. Interesting. All these characters look to the left, which is the past, and the Page of Wands looks to the right, which is the future. So you're maybe assessing things from the past. You're looking back. Could be like you're keeping tabs on someone on social media. It could be that you're writing to them, you're still communicating. There is a past issue or a past relationship that you haven't healed from entirely. And it keeps coming back up and you keep revisiting it. Now, Aquarius did come up. We have strong fire, strong air as well. So Aquarius could be a Gemini or a Libra. But Knight of Swords makes me think that you feel on some level you rushed the past, or you jump to conclusions. I get a sense that some of you want to sort of jump back into something you've had. Now, you've had this before, so it makes me think it was a previous connection or a previous relationship. I don't know if some of you are sort of comparing. You may be comparing a previous person to a new person. And it really depends whose attachment is stronger. But I feel like you're drawing comparisons mentally, energetically, romantically, sexually, in whichever aspect you keep, going back to that. I feel like something ended really quickly and you didn't really understand it, or you didn't get enough closure. And maybe the reason why you keep thinking back to it, and I feel in some ways you're trying to heal. Okay, there's you've got that healing card, but then in others it's like something's come to an end, but it happened very quickly, and maybe a part of you didn't necessarily want it to finish or want it to end. It's like you've done something to the point of no return, maybe like you got caught up in an emotion or caught up in anxiety. The horse is like warning the rider here, but he's too far gone. So I get that you were impulsive about something. Now, pages are known to be impulsive, so you're still doing it. There's still impulsive energy around you. Eventually, I feel like you will slow down with the star. You will realize what you're doing, because the Knight of Wands is also very impulsive. So I feel like right now you're just wanting anything that brings you excitement and lust, rather than anything deeper. I think the deeper aspect of what's happening around you is that your heart probably maybe still belongs to someone else, or maybe you're still attached to that connection in some way. So, a lot's happening here. You're trying to heal from it, recover, lick your wounds, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want to miss out on X, Y, and Z. Maybe in a way you felt you missed out, and you're trying to make up for lost time. But I feel like what's written in your stars will come to pass. And that's what the star is telling us. I also feel like you're being very open. Okay, you're in a much more receptive kind of energy where you're probably connecting with people you normally wouldn't. You're more open to having an open relationship more than anything. It's really an openness. It's like the star card doesn't hide anything. So you're not even hiding it, Cancer. It's all really out there for everyone to see, People can see online, on your social media. Your friends can pick up on your vibration, on your energy. Maybe this ex, maybe you're just being completely honest with them. Like, you don't feel like you have anything to hide anymore. And that kind of place that you're in is sort of like, you don't really care. It's just, Page of Wands just does what he wants. He does it for himself. I think you are trying to close off a chapter. And know that it's going to take some time, but ultimately you'll get there. For those that have a new connection, I feel like there is something new happening here. Could be with someone foreign or someone you've met online or hooked up with, maybe through social media. And, I feel like that person might be wanting to rush things with you. So I feel like there's an eagerness. They probably want to get you in a relationship. Maybe they want to tie you down. Maybe they're misconstruing your interest and seeing it as you want something intense, and maybe you don't really. So it's probably a conversation you're going to need to have. You'll need to let them know. But I think with the star card, you're fairly, like I said, you're not hiding that energy. So I feel like even this new person can sort of pick it up, because you're still protecting yourself. Two knights, they're both dressed in armor. So like For some reason, you're not letting someone in, Cancer. You're putting that guard up, you know, you've retreated back into your little crabby shell, and you're not coming out. You want to stay in there. Yeah, you might poke your head out every now and again and see what's going on and who's around, but I feel like it's an unsettled kind of energy. So I feel like you may be going into this period of this crazy energy is about to take over, or currently is taking over, and maybe you don't know how to handle it. Maybe it's been a long time since you felt this way, and you're probably feeling a multitude of things, and that's how, you know, you're trying to control this frenzy that you're going through. You're trying to do it as best you can, but just remember, Cancer, you've got a lot going on. But I feel like with the World card, it's an accomplishment. There's something that you've accomplished, and you've been meaning to do this, whether it's a good thing or whether it's a bad thing. It's been on your mind for quite some time, and you finally done it. Okay, you finally went out there, did what you wanted to do, did what you thought was best for you. And maybe after, you might be thinking, okay, maybe I did that too quickly. Maybe I should have waited. So I don't know if that's going to stop you entirely, though. Maybe not. Maybe you'll just keep on going with this kind of energy until you sort of ride it out. You ride out the energy, and then you'll go into another phase. So know that this phase is like the release phase, but then the energy will start to shift eventually, and you'll find yourself with different emotions to deal with entirely. I'll leave your reading at that, though. So thank you again, Cancer, for tuning in. Don't forget to drop a like and also to subscribe to the channel. And I'm sure we'll be in touch very soon. So please look after yourselves, and bye for now.